my Capricorns. Welcome to your reading for the period of June 8th to June 14th. If this resonates, consider a personal reading. My email is below. Just send me an email and we can set that up. If you are on YouTube, make sure you click on the link below, which will take you to the weekly extra, which will tell you your love, your career, your finance, and your health for that week. My playlists have my 2020 Sun Moon predictions, what your ideal career is, what your compatibility is with your partner's sun sign. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Okay, this was interesting, Capricorn, because I'm feeling like the energies prior to the second week of June, I kind of got, I'm not going to settle, okay, or not settling. I think you know what you want. And I think you know how you want it. And I think you've educated yourself on it. And I think that you have actually connected with people that think very much like you in terms of, and since it's a general reading, it's kind of dicey, but just in terms of committing to something. So it could be, going back to school. It could be demanding, some sort of commitment from somebody and not settling. It could be, joining some sort of institution. It could just be doing the right thing. But whatever it is, you kind of decided this is what you want. And I do feel that it's in regards to commitment of some sort that pertains to marriage, that pertains to just two people within a relationship, that pertains to love, that pertains to building a home with somebody. I see the Empress here, and she's very much about the home and sharing a home and taking care of people. So, it's a real kind of, loving, nurturing, committal kind of vibe going on. And I feel like prior to getting into the second week of June, you just made the decision, this is what I want, and I'm not going to settle for anything less. In the meantime, if that's not happening, in the second week of June, I see you deciding, okay, while this is going on, I'm going to take care of my emotions. I'm going to do things that I really enjoy. I'm going to fall in love with myself all over again, okay? So you may be doing some new hobby that brings out your creative self. You may be, it could be really anything. But I really feel like you've decided to have a fresh start and decided, I'm going to find other things to make me happy, whether it's in your work or doing a painting or going for a horseback ride or whatever you want to do. You need to find that, because I feel like you're saying to yourselves, you need to fall in love with yourselves all over again before you get into this. Okay, so you know what you want, but now the second week of June, you're figuring out what you need to do in order to make it happen, okay? Or in order to get into something and be 100% healthy. Now, I am seeing this Knight of Cups in reverse rolling in, okay? And I feel like this is somebody who approaches you, and because you have kind of made this decision about what you want, this person does not kind of fit the bill. There's somebody who doesn't want commitment. There's somebody who is not emotionally available. They're really moody. They can be jealous. They can be abusive. They use their emotions in whatever ways to kind of manipulate. They will probably disappoint you over and over and over again. You may know this person, you may not. You may just get the sense that this is what they're all about just from how they're carrying themselves. And I feel like you actually kind of choose to step away. I think prior to this, you might have entertained this, but now I think you've learned. Again, and the Hierophant's a card of Taurus, by the way, that resonates. And the Empress has ties to Taurus too, a Taurian energy. So I think because you've educated yourself and you become wiser in terms of what it takes to have a solid, committed relationship, you actually aren't interested in this person. I feel like when they come along, you say, hey, you know what? I'm working on myself. I'm doing things that I enjoy, and whatever you have to offer, whatever you're running in here with, or however you're trying to manipulate me, just isn't anything that kind of fits into my program right now. So as you move out of the second week of June, you have this awakening, and you kind of decide and say, this is how I am, this is who I am. Judge me as you may. You don't really care. You're kind of opening yourself up to everybody and saying, this is how I am. I'm not compromising. I'm not settling. And I'm totally fine with that. And I feel like you make this choice, you do this decision, and not to go back to your old ways, which would be this Knight of Cups here in reverse, I feel like. Also, going back to this Empress card here, I feel this energy is you being like I have all these incredible things to offer. People are drawn to me like flies. I don't have to settle for anything. And I'm really kind of feeling like that. So I just had to say that. So skipping back here, it's something you're a little bit uncomfortable with. It's kind of like you feel naked with this Nine of Wands. I feel like, okay, here I'm kind of throwing myself out there. I'm ready to be judged. And it's a little frightening. You're not used to that. You're not used to kind of throwing yourself totally out there and being confident, and but you like it. It's a new skin, but you're just kind of standing there. I just feel like naked to the world, and kind of, holding onto this little stick, like, oh, can I do this? A little bit worried about that, like who's going to come at you, and how are they going to come at you, and what kind of questions are they going to ask you. But I still feel like you're standing strong about this. This is something you're very adamant about, kind of finding yourself and being yourself before you get into another relationship, or before you get into anything for that matter. You get into another career, you want to make sure you find yourself and you're happy in yourself, before you get into your career or any kind of situation. So I really like this, and I get it. It probably is frightening, but I like that you're kind of doing this. You make the decision, you choose to make yourself happy, you send this person packing, and then you say, here I am, judge me as you wish. I'm going to throw myself out there, and we'll see what kind of happens. And I think it'll work out for you, very well for you. Too much caffeine. Okay. If this resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email. If you're on YouTube, make sure you click on the link below. It'll take you to the weekly extra, which will go over your love, your career, your finances, and health. Check out my playlist. You'll find your 2020 sun moon predictions in there, what your ideal career is, what your compatibility is with your partner's sun sign. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.